Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike, who is also the former governor of River State, has waded into the Christian genocide narrative that is ongoing around the world about Christian genocide in Nigeria. And as a minister and a Christian in a government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu that have been accused of looking the other way while Christians are being slaughtered, he has to wade in to show his loyalty, perhaps, to show that he is on the side of the president. Because whether you like it or not, this is the most trying period for Tinubu administration, because with the wave of defections to his party, President Tinubu and some of his lieutenants are thinking that the 2027 is all over. But those of us who read political situation know that the election is not about defectors, it's about Nigerian people and the APC. Okay, but Nyesom Wike feels obliged to intervene, and his intervention was basically to show that Trump was wrong, that Trump was misinformed, and that Tinubu is doing his best, and that what is going on, that what Americans are thinking is different from what is going on the ground. And then he painted it in his own image. He now told the world, told Nigerians what is really going on. We're gonna watch him. We're gonna see the interview he granted the Arise Channels Television. We're gonna see all that. But he's injecting himself into the discourse needlessly. I have said it sometimes that Nyesom Wike, the way he loved to appear before in front of camera, he would be best suited to be the Minister of Information if there is a cabinet shakeup, because he loved the camera too much, that he has to be somebody who will be speaking to Nigerians on a daily basis as Minister of Information, because he does even more work than the Minister of Information. So he has to paint it in his own narrative. You hear what he had to say about the reason why what is happening about Christian genocide. Okay? And then when we come back from listening to Nyesom Wike, we'll now break down his narrative. Watch.
The killings of Christians, he described it as genocide. And he says that he has allotted the Department of War, according to what is tagged it now, that they should prepare for an involvement, an engagement in Nigeria. What is your own view? Are you worried about a possibility of a Trump invasion of Nigeria?
Shem, thank you for this opportunity. In fact, I think you may have promoted this program today. Before I came in here, some people were sending me texts. Oh, please, don't speak about Trump. Please, this and that and this. And I just laughed. I'm a Nigerian, a full-blooded Nigerian. I'm a Christian. My father is a pastor. My family are all Christians. I serve in this government. First of all, it's an indictment of my person as a Christian. It's an indictment of my family as Christians, that a government that I'm serving, anybody will allege that that government is supporting genocide, killing of Christians, and then I'm still in that government. This is politics taken too far.
Is this politics?
This is politics taken too far.
What do you mean?
Now, let me just come. The Inspector General of Police is a Christian. The Director General of State Security Service is a Christian. Today, the chief of defense is a Christian. The former chief of defense is a Christian. Now, tell me how any right-thinking person will say that we are in this government. The secretary to government is a Christian. We sit in the government that will support the killing of our own people. That's why I say politics taking too far.
Is it Trump that is playing this politics, or who is playing?
I am coming. You see, there could be some misinformation or destruction. It's unfortunate. All I tell people is that nobody will be happy for the death of anybody, whether a Christian or a Muslim. No right-thinking person, no leader will say, I'm happy that Muslims are dying, I'm happy Christians are dying, I'm happy non-believers are dying. Nobody. Not the president I know. Not this president I know. I'm not talking about even the government now. It is not possible. Not to come as an individual. Not this president I know, whose wife is a senior pastor, will shut his eyes and will not do anything that a particular religion is being eliminated. Certainly not.
Could complacency mean?
That's what I say. Is politics taking too far? The point is that I have always told everybody, in 2015, under Jonathan, people capitalized on these kind of things to take over power. It happened.
Is it that are you suggesting that opposition is fueling this?
It is very obvious, and I have said this. Now, the problem we have today is that by Mr. President's own nature of politics, you can see the collapse of the opposition.
People will blame you for it.
Well, I don't know how anybody will blame me.
We'll get there. Because you have been referred to as one of the caretakers of the death of the
Undertakers.
Undertaker.
I will reply to that when he comes. You know me very well, Shehu. Now, the point I'm making is that it will be difficult for anybody. There are so many undercurrents going on. The opposition today has seen that, look, the way it is, no party is ready, no party is prepared to challenge the president's return to power. Now what do? Should we allow him to just go in like that without challenges? We must do something.
That was the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Nyesom Wike, telling the whole world that Donald Trump doesn't care about Christian genocide, that the whole thing that Trump is doing is a creation of the opposition in Nigeria to take power from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. That is the narrative that Nyesom Wike came to national television to sell to Nigerians and to the world. That all we are seeing with evidence of Christian genocide that have flooded the internet in recent time, and with records that you can go and verify from AI and all other sources of research information. Nyesom Wike is saying that the Trump threat of invasion of Nigeria to take out the terrorists is targeted at President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take him out as president in 2027. He said that this was similar to what happened in 2015. He said when the opposition capitalized on something like this. Do you agree with him? That this is orchestrated to take out Tinubu as president in 2027 by the opposition. Do you agree? Let's hear from you at the comment section. He said this kind of thing played out in 2015 when the opposition capitalized on this kind of thing to take over power from Jonathan. And then you ask yourself, who are these people? Who are this opposition? The opposition are today his paymasters. Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was at the center. There are tweets of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as opposition leader tackling Jonathan for the slaughtering of Christians in Nigeria. These same Christians we are talking about that Nyesom Wike doesn't believe that there is Christian genocide. His master today was lampooning Jonathan over this same slaughtering of Christians. At that time when they were slaughtering Christians, that Tinubu was tweeting about it. Is Nyesom Wike telling us that Jonathan at that time was happy about it? Because if you hear his narrative, you say, how can they who are Christians be there in government and they will be killing Christians and they will not do something about it? Or there will be Christians. What will they do? Nyesom Wike will resign because they killed 200, they killed 300 there, they killed 150 there. He will resign. He wants us to believe that he will resign. I think he's talking to small children. He will resign because he's minister. SGF will resign. IGP, they will resign. Nobody, Trump didn't say that the government of Tinubu is the one doing the killing. He said the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should stop them from doing it. Whoever is doing it has a responsibility to stop doing it. Whoever is in charge of Nigeria as president and commander-in-chief has a responsibility to stop the killings. And the Trump didn't say that they are just going to come into Nigeria like that. They say if Nigeria doesn't hasten up to stop the killings, then they'll have to come in and take out the terrorists themselves. Because, like Trump said, the numbers they are taking out, the number of Christians being slaughtered, there have been Nigerian Christians that are being slaughtered in large numbers. That's what Trump is saying. But Nyesom Wike is saying this is political. The opposition is using Trump to take out Tinubu because the opposition is in disarray. Okay? He said the opposition is in disarray. He said it is the opposition that is behind it, the Christian genocide. But the last time I checked, the person that I know was Bishop Wilfred Anabe of the Catholic Diocese of Makurdi, was the person that kickstarted what you are seeing today when he made a presentation on March 12, 2025 at the United States Congress to draw attention to Christian genocide. Particularly, he talked about North Central Nigeria and particularly Benue State, where people are being slaughtered and their land taken over and they are being renamed. People should go and watch the testimony of this man at the U.S. Congress. It's a 12 minutes testimony. Go and watch it. This man is not a politician. This man was crying out to Donald Trump, crying out to the world. He was the one that pleaded with the American people, because the Congress represents the American people, that they should redesignate Nigeria a country of particular concern, because he believes strongly that Nigeria has the capacity, the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the governor of Benue State, Governor Hyacinth Alia, all these people that they have the capacity to stop the slaughtering of Christians in Benue State and the taking over of their land by those that slaughtered them. And instead of driving away those people, the government of Nigeria was turning blind eye to their predicament. And what they are proposing was to build IDP camps, permanent residence outside their ancestral home. While their land, the land of their forebears, had been occupied by strangers that slaughtered them. And Bishop Anabe made it clear what was going on in Benue. Nyesom Wike need to go and watch that video, that presentation by the Bishop of Makurdi Diocese of the Catholic Church. He claimed to be a Christian. Perhaps you need to monitor what other Christians are passing through. He may be in a safe environment in Abuja and in Rivers State and all that. People are passing through hell, and those who are passing through that hell are the ones that brought this matter up. This has nothing to do with politics. It has nothing to do with the opposition, as far as I can say it. But even if the opposition had to take advantage of it, that will not be anything new. Because even the president of Nigeria today took advantage of such thing. There are pictures of President Tinubu today, when he was an opposition leader, himself, Rotimi Kamechi, Muhammadu Buhari. They met with John Kerry, the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State of United States. John Kerry met with Tinubu, Rotimi Kamechi, Buhari. In Nigeria, the Secretary of State visited Nigeria without taking permission from Goodluck Jonathan, who was the sitting president. He flew into Nigeria to have a meeting with the opposition in the American embassy. There are pictures of it trending. And even Jonathan himself, in one of his recent interviews, where he was talking about the politicization of the Chibok girls and all that, he talked about that John Kerry, Secretary of State, at the heat of the Chibok girls and all that, they came here. They took advantage of that Chibok girl insecurity in Nigeria. John Kerry came to Nigeria, didn't bother even to meet the president of Nigeria, and went straight to have a meeting with the opposition, taking advantage of the Chibok girl saga. So nothing is new under the sun. So if the opposition, they are smart, they can also do what the Tinubu people and co did when they were in the opposition. If they are smart, they have to take advantage of it. But I can tell you for free, if Tinubu is not in government, this is like serving salad to Tinubu on what to do to ensure that the government in power is rattled, and then make sure that and seek any help to ensure that they are defeated at the election. Okay, so they did it before, so it shouldn't be a new thing. And in fact, the opposition will be foolish not to take advantage of it, knowing the record of Tinubu and co, how they took advantage of the Chibok girls matter. Do you know? Go and listen to the interview of Goodluck Jonathan. Do you know that within that period, when Jonathan was having challenges of insecurity as a result of the Chibok girls, which was not even up to the dimension we have today, the president of the United States, the United States government invited northern Muslim governors, many of them antagonistic to Jonathan. Many of them, according to former President Goodluck Jonathan, the American government of uh, Barack Obama did not invite Christian governors Christian governors from northern Nigeria. They only invited the Muslim northern governors. That was the kind of dangerous religious politics that Barack Obama played ahead of the 2015 election. Go and watch the interview of Goodluck Jonathan, where he was talking about that. So the opposition taking advantage of the situation to take over power from Tinubu, they will only be following the rule book of Tinubu himself, the rule book of Buhari, the rule book of APC. So those are factuals, and the opposition will be foolish not to take advantage of it, because I can tell you for free, as I said earlier, Tinubu will do the same. If this is what is happening today is happening under Jonathan and Tinubu is in the opposition, Tinubu would have sent out people on the street to protest and join the Americans in insisting that what is going on should stop in Nigeria. We will join Trump and make Jonathan uncomfortable. So they have done it before. The opposition can take advantage of it. Okay? But I don't think that they are the one that started it. But if they are smart, they have to take advantage of it. The same way Tinubu and co. took advantage of the Chibok girls saga and the Boko Haram suicide bombings here and there to create the atmosphere for change of government in 2015. Then he indicted himself when he said that the kind of politics that so he said by the president's nature of politics, there is no more opposition. What does that say? Is that a praise or an indictment? So in the nature of politics of Tinubu, his kind of democracy does not allow opposition. He said in the nature of politics, you can see the collapse of the opposition. So all this collapse of the opposition, the crisis in the opposition, these are the handiwork of Tinubu's nature of politics. That's what he was telling Nigerians. That's what he was telling the world. So he said by the nature of the politics of the president, you can see the collapse of the opposition. So the president has collapsed the opposition. He has killed the opposition. No more opposition. And that was why you can see Shewa Kumbale push back a little, because the whole thing, the whole question was a softball question. This is not, the exchange was not an interview that a journalist want to dig out something important. Okay, but in that case, there was a little pushback by saying, but people will blame you for it. Okay, and he started saying he knows, no. Why not? Why would Nyesom Wike not be part of those that help in collapsing the opposition? This is somebody who claimed to be in opposition, fighting his own party from holding national convention. And he is in the government of the party in power. And then he is saying that the opposition has collapsed because of the nature of the politics of the president. What is he really telling the world? It means that the democracy in Nigeria is just like a one-party state, that the presidency, because of the nature of the politics of the president, opposition can't exist in peace. They must be destabilized. And he is part of the culprits that was used to collapse the opposition. Look at what he has done to the PDP. Okay, and he's very happy about that aspect of the question, because you can see the way he chuckled, because he was happy. He was even give himself the right adjective to describe himself, the role he has played. He said they say I'm the Undertaker. Okay, he was happy. He's excited. He was helping Tinubu to collapse the opposition by the nature of the politics of the president. And then he concluded by saying that it is difficult for anybody, that there is no body, no political party that could be able to defeat Tinubu. He said the opposition today has seen that, look, the way it is, no party is ready or prepared to challenge the president's return to power. That is so, because they have seen there is no way, that is why they have now gone to invite Trump to come and talk about Christian genocide. This is the kind of statement that people do, that internet will keep on bringing it out years later to show the kind of people they are. Thousands of Nigerians this year alone, according to the record, you can go and verify it on Grok. Those who are taking the numbers say, see, this year alone, 7,000 Christians have been slaughtered. This year alone, 2025. This year alone. But that doesn't mean anything to Nyesom Wike. Instead, he reminds everybody of how many Christians are in the government holding big positions. So because Christians are holding big positions in the military, the narrative of Bishop Anabe, for the information, is the Bishop of Makurdi Diocese. The Secretary of State, Secretary of the Federal Government that Nyesom Wike is pointing out among powerful Christians who are in government, how would they be there? And there will be genocide. Well, Bishop Anabe is the Bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Makurdi, the capital of Benue State, where the Secretary to the Federal Government, George Akume, was once governor, was once a senator, and is now Secretary to the Federal Government. And this bishop went to United States because the Secretary to the Federal Government, despite his closeness to power, being in power, could not stop the slaughtering of his people in Benue State. So what is the essence of you being a Christian there? Anabe, Bishop of Makurdi, went to United States, and Benue has Secretary to the Federal Government, those that Nyesom Wike was boasting about. Because as far as they are concerned, he has done nothing to stop the killings. And today, their cry has reached heaven and touched the heart of Donald Trump to respond to the plea of Bishop of Makurdi Diocese, Wilfred Anaba. I don't know what to think about Nyesom Wike's interpretation of what is going on about Christian genocide and the threat by Donald Trump to send troops or send American Marines, gun blessing, to take out the terrorists if Bola Ahmed Tinubu failed to take them out fast. I don't know what to think about Nyesom Wike's interpretation of that. But whatever is your position, let's hear from you at the comment section. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, God will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.